I don't respect him anymore because he say I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turkey Lashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So.
What happens when one of boxing's most calculated, no-nonsense fighters snaps and throws punches outside the ring? This isn't just a rivalry anymore, it's personal. Terence "Bud" Crawford has been arrested. Yes, jailed after reportedly striking Saul Canelo Alvarez during what was meant to be a private business meeting that took a sharp turn. So how did we get here? What made one of boxing's calmest champions lose control?
Never forget, Terence "Bud" Crawford said about Canelo Alvarez that he was ducking black fighters. He stated, and I quote, "He shied away from Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre for a long time. When you look at Canelo's career, it's like he shied away from the black fighters. I think black fighters give him the most problems." Obviously, that's a damn lie. We've seen him destroy Austin Trout, Danny Jacobs, and now Jermell Charlo. So are we saying that those guys are not black fighters? Come on, make it make sense. Terence "Bud" Crawford was a Canelo hater. Never forget that.
Initially, the jabs were all verbal. Crawford claimed Canelo avoided black fighters. Canelo fired back, saying Crawford hadn't earned the shot. This wasn't just trash talk, it was disrespectful. The message was barely hidden.
So even though you see a small fighter, when you look in his eyes, do you see a fighter that could possibly beat you?
No, never. Never.
As Bud climbed the pound-for-pound rankings and dismantled another big name, the tension grew. He went undisputed twice and even defeated the undefeated Errol Spence Jr., yet Canelo still refused to acknowledge him as a worthy challenger.
Canelo Crawford coming up September. What do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford. Good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength, because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Let's be honest, Canelo is boxing's biggest star. He brings in the money, but Crawford is the fighter everyone avoids. He's not chasing paychecks, he's chasing greatness.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
That's likely why everything boiled over 3 days ago. Backstage at a charity event in Las Vegas, an event meant for peace, chaos erupted. Canelo was calmly handling media with his team when his eyes met Crawford's. The energy shifted instantly.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah. Got Canelo. Yeah. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
Skill pay the bill. That's why Canelo killed.
Crawford, without gloves or security interference, landed a clean right hand on Canelo's jaw. Cameras captured it. TMZ posted it. Within minutes, social media went wild. The footage spread fast, but Vegas police arrived just as Crawford shouted, "He's been ducking me for years." Canelo was treated for a busted lip and a possible orbital injury. Crawford faces a misdemeanor assault charge, but the high-profile nature of the incident raises the stakes. The Nevada Athletic Commission is now involved, and Bud's promoter is in full crisis mode. But Crawford isn't known to lose his cool. He's one of boxing's coldest and calmest killers. For him to snap like this speaks volumes. This wasn't about hype, it was years of disrespect, frustration, and being overlooked by promoters, media, and Canelo himself. While Canelo got GGG 3 times, fought Kovalev, Bivol, and Ryder, and moved up to 175 for paydays, Crawford never got a call or respect.
And of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This would give you undisputed championship in the 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's gonna go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high.
You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that, just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when he walk out the ring, I'm looking at him like, all that big, you know. So me talking to him with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight, and me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era, you know. That's just like, you know, me fighting a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, De La Hoya, and things like that. So.
Interview 7. So when someone like Bud feels dismissed for years, fists fly. Canelo's camp called the strike unprovoked and disrespectful to the sport. They're also hinting at civil action. Crawford could face more than just criminal consequences. The irony, this might be the worst thing Bud's ever done, but also the biggest moment of his career. Why? Because now the fight has real emotion, real stakes, and in boxing, emotion sells. Mayweather versus Pacquiao took 6 years to build because it needed one key ingredient: heat. Crawford versus Canelo now has plenty.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
The size difference is stunning. Canelo walks around at 180 pounds. Crawford has never fought above 150. That's a big gamble, but so was Spence. And look how that ended. If sanctioned, this won't be just a boxing match, it'll be personal warfare.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Don't be surprised if this fight breaks all current pay-per-view records. Reactions are mixed. Some fans believe but disrespected the sport. Others say Canelo had it coming after years of ducking. Opinions on Crawford versus Canelo are all over the place, and that's exactly what makes it so thrilling.
Now, what the media is reporting, and it's circulating, is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's gonna do to him? Run him out of the ring!
Shocker Stevenson didn't hold back, he's fully backing Bud. According to him, Crawford is going to cook Canelo. Oscar de la Hoya, despite his history with Canelo, disagrees. He says Bud is out of his depth and Canelo will overpower him due to size.
I'm going with Terence Crawford, you know. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat.
Teofimo Lopez also believes Canelo wins, but Andre Ward strongly supports Bud, saying Crawford's IQ, timing, and adaptability could shock the world even at 168 pounds. Interview 12. David Benavidez believes Terence Crawford might be the only man who can beat Canelo. Eddie Hearn has stayed neutral. Even Canelo's own camp seems unsure. Crawford's calm, focused demeanor talking like the fight is already one has everyone rethinking.
Are you still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you
of
feel
course.
big.
Yeah, I like Terence. I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
Crawford has snapped. That punch at the airport wasn't just impulse, it was a message. He's done with the excuses and too small narrative. He didn't wait until fight night, he brought the heat early. That moment shifted the narrative. Now, it's not just about size. It's about whether Canelo can keep his composure when someone refuses to bow. Sure, Crawford started at 135, but this isn't some timid underdog. Bud's coming to conquer. He's not asking for greatness, he's demanding it.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
And yes, Canelo has dominated at 168, breaking faces and smashing through opponents. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. They've all felt that Mexican power firsthand. Interview 15, but Bud is different. He's not here to box pretty. He's here to frustrate, outthink, and destroy. He's a switch-hitting sniper with ice in his veins and now carries a chip on his shoulder the size of Nebraska.
The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Álvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Álvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple
G. And yes, Canelo has dominated at 168, breaking faces and smashing through opponents. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. They've all felt that Mexican power firsthand. Interview 15, but Bud is different. He's not here to box pretty. He's here to frustrate, outthink, and destroy. He's a switch-hitting sniper with ice in his veins and now carries a chip on his shoulder the size of Nebraska.
Terence Crawford has had 1 fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He's coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
No, same here. Even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper them up, and they get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I gotta do something great, that's when Crawford's gonna have to get on his bike.
Watch closely. Canelo looked slow, flat-footed, and safe in recent fights against B-level competition. That's why this fight was chosen, but smells legacy and weakness. The airport punch wasn't dirty, it was calculated. A moment that screamed, I don't respect you, I'm here to dethrone you. Canelo fans are mad, but let's be real, he didn't react, he stood there stunned. And in boxing, that's a bad look, that's hesitation, that's doubt.
If Canelo could knock out
but has evolved not just as a fighter, but as a threat. No one has ever challenged Canelo like this outside the ring, but smiled while doing it.
Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say.
Watch closely. Canelo looks slow, flat-footed, and safe in recent fights against B-level competition. That's why this fight was chosen, but smells legacy and weakness. The airport punch wasn't dirty, it was calculated. A moment that screamed, I don't respect you, I'm here to dethrone you. Canelo fans are mad, but let's be real, he didn't react.
Only
he
on
stood
the
there
Zone,
stunned.
June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at thezone.com/boxing.
But has evolved not just as a fighter, but as a threat. No one has ever challenged Canelo like this outside the ring, but smiled while doing it.